Hi everyone, let's have a discussion on the fifth module, that is distribution system. Here there are mainly two parts. First is DC distribution system, second part is AC distribution system. First let's have a discussion on DC distribution system. Okay, first they have given the general part, that is general distribution scheme. This part is already discussed in the first module. You know about this diagram and theory about this, that is nothing but feeder, meaning, substation, service mains and all. We are discussing the first module, right? No need to discuss again, same thing. We'll move to the next topic, and here also you go through the requirements of a good distribution system. You can read it, this part, and also go through the general DC distribution system. Okay. First important topic here, we'll see the radial distribution system. See the radial distribution system diagram. When we call it is a radial distribution system, the distributor is connected. This is distribution system, first distribution system, and this is the second distribution system. And middle, exactly center, we are connected the substation through the feeder. Okay, distributor connected to the substation through the feeder. Right, this is what radial distribution system. Okay, distributor is connected to the substation on one end only with the help of the feeder. Okay, one end with the help of the feeder connected, and also another end is also connected with the help of the feeder. This type of system is called as radial distribution system. The feeders, distributors and service mains are radiating away from the substation. Okay. Hence the substation name is given as radial. Radial means what? The service mains, distribution system, feeder away from the substation. So it is a radial system. Okay. There are the combination of one distributor and one feeder connecting the distributor to the substation as shown here in the figure. Distributor 1 is connected only at the one end to the substation through the feeder at a point A. Similarly, the other feeder is connected to the distributor 2 only at the point, see, make it here point B. Okay. Due to such system, the fault occurs either on a feeder, okay, either on the distributor, so that all the consumer connected to the distribution system will get affected. Okay. If any fault occurs on this feeder and distributor system, the consumer connected to that will also get affected. Okay. Therefore, interruption of the supply occurs to the whatever consumer connected to this system. At the another end, and also nearer to this end, also nearer to this end, consumer also affected. So this is far away from the substation, so that the consumer at the distant end of the distributor would be subjected to the voltage variations and also fluctuations, so that the load on the distributor changes. The system is also one of the advantages. Okay, when it is a generation is at the low voltage, so that the substation loaded here is at the center. The fault on a feeder or the distributor occurs, the interruption in the supply to that consumer connected to the respective distribution system. So that you can avoid this by modifying this system. See here modified diagram. Okay, we can modify that radial system like this. If any fault occurs on the feeder, distributor fed at the number of the points. Here the substation is connected through the number of feeders to the point A, point B, point C. This is a distribution system. This is what consumer connected to the distribution system. If fault occurs on the feeder A, the consumer can get through the feeder B or feeder C. Like this, we can modify it to the single distributor at the point A, B, C. Okay, the advantages of the radial system, go through the advantages and disadvantages of the radial system. Okay. Next is what? Ring main distribution system. This is also one of the important topic here. Ring main distribution, repeated question. The another type of the distribution system, it eliminates the disadvantages of the radial system. Okay, so this we call as a ring main distribution system. In this, feeder covers the whole area. See, this is the what feeder. It covers the whole area of the supply in the ring fashion. And finally terminates, it starts from here, again it's surrounding the whole area of the supply in the ring fashion and terminating at the same. Okay, the feeder is in the closed loop form and looks like a ring, hence we call it is a ring main distribution system. The feeder in the ring fashion is divided into number of sections, that is AB section, BC section, CD section, DE section and EA section. The various distributors are connected. See here, distributors are connected to the points A, B, C, D, E. Different distributors connected to the respective points A, B, C, D, E points. Okay. Each distributor is supplied by the two feeders connected to that distribution system. It is the two feeders, it is like two feeders in parallel on different paths. Okay. See here, this feeder is connected to the AB section and also BC section. Here one feeder and here is another feeder. So one feeder is connected to the two feeders. Okay. Hence, if there is any fault on any part of the feeder, still the consumer will keep on getting the continuous supply. Okay. Take for example, the fault occurs at point P here in the section AB section of the feeder. Still the consumer AE and for the consumer will get the supply from AE section and also BC section. The part AB can isolate and repair it again. We can get the supply from this feeder also. But if any fault occurs in this section, the consumer connected to this section is not yet affected. He will continuously getting the power supply from the feeder AE or from the feeder BC. Hence, this is the advantage and overcome the disadvantage of the radial distribution system. The disadvantage of radial system is eliminated by using the ring main distribution system, and also we can save the copper, that is the major advantage of the ring main distribution system.